Alright everyone, RJ here. Welcome back to the channel. And today I'll be doing an unboxing and giving my first impressions of the Moto G Stylus 5G 2023. Alright, so as I stated in my YouTube Shorts video, this unboxing I want to try to do with as little editing as possible. Just kind of go with the flow, you know what I'm saying? And do the unboxing, give my opinions on it. And just only edit what I really have to. So with that being said, this is the Metro by T-Mobile version. I'll get into pricing and all that kind of good stuff here in a little bit, but before we unbox it, I'm gonna give you the specs just to get that out of the way and show you what we got here. So starting off with the display, we have a 6.6 inch full HD 1080 by 2400 display. It is IPS LCD with 120 Hz refresh rate, a 20:9 aspect ratio with a PPI of 399. Now for the processor, this phone runs the Qualcomm Snapdragon 6 Gen 1 octa-core processor. So my first phone with a 6 Gen 1. Interested in that? Okay. This has 6 gigabytes of RAM and a 128 gigabyte version storage and a 256 gigabyte version storage. Now this one here is 128 gig, but it says here 256. So yeah, must be the unlocked version. Now for the camera, there's two on the rear. You got a 50 megapixel wide angle lens, aperture of f1.9, and an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, aperture f2.2. Records in 4K at 30 frames per second, 1080p 60 frames per second. Front camera, 16 megapixel wide angle, aperture f2.5, recording 1080p at 30 frames per second. And we'll verify all that good camera stuff here later in the video. Now, if you go down to the battery, this has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery with 20 watt wired charging. So not too bad there. It has stereo speakers, a side-mounted fingerprint scanner. It has dual band AC, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5.1, NFC, all that kind of good stuff. And anything else here that I'm missing? I've got a water repellent design, a glass front. Doesn't say here what kind, but it's a glass front, plastic frame, plastic back. Of course, it's a G Stylus, got the Stylus, and a water repellent design if I didn't say that already. Now it does come in two colors, Cosmic Black and Rose Champagne. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and pull the top off of here. And right on top, you'll see we have the phone. So we'll just go ahead and pull the phone out here and set it to the side. And we'll see what else they give us here in the box. So this feels a little bit heavy right here. Is there anything in here? Just booklets and stuff, nobody cares. And we have a USB-A to USB-C. Is there no charger in the box? Wow. No charger. Way to go, Motorola. Okay, so we got what little came in the box put away, and here is the phone. Now, looking at it here, it's got like this really glittery looking design here. You can see the design back there in the back. Looks pretty nice, but you know, I'd have preferred it just to have been kind of solid. But this is a really good looking phone. Very premium looking phone. Feels very good to hold on to. Now back there, of course, is your dual camera setup. You know, 50 megapixel with your flash. On the right here, of course, is your fingerprint scanner that doubles as a power button. Volume up and down. On top, you got a microphone. On the left, you got your SIM and SD card slot. And here on the bottom, got your stylus, your bottom firing speaker, microphone, Type-C charging port, and of course your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Let's go ahead, power this thing up. Alright, Motorola. So, I'll go ahead, I'll get it all set up, and I'll come back when it's finished. Okay, so we're all set up now and ready to go. Now, I'm not going to hit on everything in the settings on this phone today. It's Motorola, and basically they're all about the same, as you know. So I'm just going to give you my opinion on it, go through a few little things here and there, look at the camera, and wrap this one here up. And at future time, we'll dive more into this phone. But, of course, turn the phone around here. Got your little peak display here for your time, battery percentage, stuff like that. Also for biometrics, fingerprint scanner. Works really good, okay? No issues with fingerprint scanner. Also, face unlock. Works just fine. Yeah, no problem. You also have you know, your PIN, pattern, password. If you don't want to set that up or whatever, you got all of that there. Now, so I open up here. I've already cut it on dark theme because it just did not want to do good with the camera for some reason or another. But of course, Facebook's installed on everything. That could probably be uninstalled, hopefully. You got your entertainment, games hub, stuff like that. It's got to all be downloaded, I do believe. You know, it's not just pre-installed on the phone, I don't think. Right now, I got nothing really on, no Wi-Fi, nothing like that. But anyway, pretty much stock experience here. Most of that could probably already be deleted anyway. But really, you know, out of the box, you know, the display looks really crisp, really clear here. I mean, displays nowadays are going to look just fine, you know. Yeah, no problems with that. Now, pulling your drop down, you got all your quick toggles here you see on every phone. So we're going to skip all of that. Going to the settings here. Now, you do have connected devices. We'll dive here for just a second because we got, you know, you got your NFC here, your Android Auto, your nearby share, all that good stuff that you might want to know about if a phone has or don't have. It does have that. Now here at display, dark theme there, of course, color, saturated, natural. You can cool it down or warm it up, whatever you want to do there. And also down here at display refresh rate, you got automatic 60 or 120 hertz. So yeah, why not leave it at 120? Peak display, 3-finger screenshot, all that stuff there. I like all of that to be on my phone. Screen recorder, swipe to split, stuff like that. Gestures. So you got a lot here. You got your sidebar, system navigation. I am going to change that because I cannot stand these buttons down here at the bottom. So I want to change it back to that. Restart your device. Why? Oh, software update. Okay, so there's a software update. Even with no Wi-Fi turned on. All right, that works. Put display to sleep. Double. No editing here. So yeah, a few little spits and spats and stuff like that. It's all good. A double press power key. You can turn that on or whatever. Press and hold power button for the assistant. No. No. Turn that off. When you hold down the power button, you want to see the power menu. You know what I'm saying? So we'll leave that off of there. Media controls, fast flashlight, boom, boom. You gotta love that feature there. Really nice feature. Left to unlock and stuff like that. So back out of all of that. Location, storage. So storage, I got 112 gigabytes free out of 128 gigs. So I believe that the unlocked models of this come with 256 gigabytes of storage. But the one from Metro, for some reason, has 128. I don't know. But anyway, it has an SD card slot, so you got plenty of storage there to go around. Also, battery, being a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. This should last you quite a while. I've never used a 6th Gen 1 processor before, so yeah, it's a new one for me. But we'll have to test that out and see how it does on battery and everything else. But you got your adaptive battery, optimized charging, overcharge protection, all that good stuff there. Accessibility, so yeah, it's got everything in here that you need for all your accessibility needs. This phone's got it. Now for security and privacy, you can go in here and of course, you know, do your fingerprints and face unlocks and stuff like that. Now for updates, it is updating to July security patch. Okay, so that's nice to see an update right here out of the box and just different stuff like that. So now here for your stylus features, yeah, we won't hit the stylus today. I want to keep this as short as possible because I know right now a lot of videos about this phone out there. So we'll hit the stylus a bit later, but you can, you know, have stylus writing, open Moto Note when device is locked. You can change all of that. Stylus out of case, get a reminder, last known location, play a sound. So really good stuff there. You know, system update, system about phone. So yeah, just shows you the name of the phone. There's no number, nothing like that right now. No SIM card, nothing like that. And your system. So yeah, pretty much all there is there, and everything kind of just went away right there for a second. So maybe just starting up everything here. But yeah, like I said, you know, this is getting updated to July security patch. I mean, I have you know, other Moto phones that are still, you know, having older patches, you know, and stuff like that. This is on Android version 13 as well. Didn't mention that. But anyway, pressing down here on the home screen, I want to see if we're able to go in here. Go to the home settings. You got your app tray, so you can choose to have an app tray or not. Okay. Swipe access, home screen style, icon size, stuff like that. I'll figure out how to go to 5x5 later. But you also got personalize here. So in personalization, you can go in and change your wallpaper. You can change your fonts, your themes, your colors, your icon shapes, all your sounds, peak display. You can go in here and change everything that you want to change. That's what I like about Motorola, is the fact that you can change basically whatever you want to, and they are adding to that kind of stuff. So it is nice to see that here on this phone here, being able to change colors and shapes and stuff like that. So really good going on that. Now diving here into the camera for a moment, we're going to see just what kind of features we have going on in here and what we can record at and stuff like that. So you got your 8 megapixel ultra wide camera right there. You also got a little macro area here as well, so it's nice to have a macro mode. You don't see it, but it's in the camera somewhere. Okay, all your filters there. You got your video mode over here. So I'll just go ahead right now. You got full HD, you got 4K, and pulling this down here, you can record at 60 frames per second. Now, is that at 1080? Yeah, it's full HD. So 60 frames per second at full HD. 4K is going to limit you down to 30 frames per second. You got your portrait mode here, your pro mode, and you got more for spot color, night vision, panorama, ultra res. There's your 50 megapixel mode right there. Dual capture, which you can record front and rear cameras at the same time. Really nice feature. Spot color again for video, dual capture, and time lapse. So, Motorola has a lot of good features, I would say, in their camera settings. I do like everything that they offer here in their cameras. So, got your flash up here, just like a night mode. Yeah, auto night vision, on or off. Okay, pretty cool there. AI settings, you got your photo settings here. So front is high or standard. We're going to, of course, change it to high. Why not? Watermark, videos here, efficient videos, capture settings. You can got a leveler, shutter sound, all that stuff, and AI settings up here. If I get the button, auto smile capture, gesture selfie, smart composition, Google Lens, all that good stuff here. So turning the camera around here a little bit, we will see, make sure we can record in full HD, and it doesn't show me anywhere up here where I can change resolution. Now there is a little portrait right here, so it's searching for a person. So I guess this does have portrait video in the front. I have to definitely test that out to see how that does. So that's pretty nice to see that there. You got HD, full HD, and that just goes back here to the front camera. So that's all you can record in is full HD. And of course, there's your photo mode, same settings, all that stuff. So I have got to play around with this camera here, especially to see how good the portrait video on the front of it is and everything. But my first impressions overall is that it's a pretty nice little phone. If you like a stylus, you got a stylus here. Now it's not no Samsung, not the quality of no Samsung, but if you like to kind of draw around on your phone, take little notes here and there, you got your notepad up here and everything that you can. Yeah, it's just a stylus, even though it's not really necessary, I guess you would say, in a phone like this, it's nice to have it, because really the only other phone that really has that now is the Galaxy S series, the 22, 23, if you guys still got an old Note, but it's nice to have a stylus here built right into the phone on the G Stylus. It's here from Motorola. If you wanted to, color around or doodle on your phone, whatever you want to do, you can do it. You can do it. So, basically, that's all there is to this phone. I mean, there's not a lot to it. Pretty basic, pretty simple. I do want to test out the cameras. I do want to test out the performance, test out the gaming, test out everything there is to test out. But that's not for the unboxing. But my first impressions of this phone, is pretty solid, Now, I've seen prices. I've heard it being $399 unlocked, $300 unlocked. Now, at Metro by T-Mobile right now, you can buy this phone with a new number for $20. $20, okay? I mean, that's a no-brainer. If you're looking for a new carrier and you want Metro, okay, New line, $20 for this phone plus your plan. You can do a port in and get this phone for free in store, but you can buy it online if it's in stock for $20 right now at Metro by T-Mobile. That's a very good deal. Now, I think a really good phone to test up with this is, I will get into that in another video, and you'll see that here shortly. But for $20 with a new line, it's definitely, yeah, a thumbs up. I mean, well, yeah, a thumbs up. All right. At $300 or $400 for an unlocked model, oh God, there's a lot of phones that are around that price range that, the specs might be a little bit better. The cameras might be better. Well, cameras will probably be better. But, you know, I can't say if that's a good price or a bad price without really using the phone. But I would say that there's phones out there right now like the Pixel 7 that I'm being seen sold unlocked for like $449. You know, if this phone does cost $400 unlocked, now it could be $300, it could be $400. I'm not a store, okay? So I don't know the prices of everything, but depending on the price of this phone, you know, I think $300 for what you're getting and the specs and everything you're getting is not too bad, okay? I mean, you know, you can't expect everything to be cheap and cost nothing and get really good performance. This is probably going to give really good performance with that 6th Gen 1 processor. The RAM's a little bit low at 6 gigs. You know, I was expecting at least 8 gigs. You know, that's about what you really need nowadays to run most things really, really well. But my first impressions, my first thoughts is that, you know, it looks nice. It feels nice to hold on to. You definitely want to get a case for it. It is very, very slick here on the back of this phone. So I definitely recommend a case. The stylus is nice. You know, it's a shame that they couldn't go and put a 20-watt charger in the box. But I guess that's just the way everything is leaning towards now, you know, except for some brands that still give you, you know, the essentials. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway, so I want to say in this unboxing, so what do y'all think of the G Stylus 2023? $20 for Metro with a new line, 100% worth it. It's a no-brainer. But if it's $400 unlocked, a lot of competition. $300, that's more along the lines of where I would put this phone at unlocked if it works on all carriers and everything, and you got all that storage and all the goodies and stuff like that. Anyway, I want to shut up now. So anyway, if it's helpful for me in any way, hit that like button. Any questions you may have, leave it down below. If you're new around here and you ain't a subscriber, please consider subscribing and turn that bell on for all post notifications, and hopefully YouTube will let you know whenever I upload something. And come on back and watch. I sure would appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.